Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining, and welcome back or welcome in if this is your first time to Weeds, Whiskers, and Wine. I'm Jason, and today I'm going to be focusing on the greenhouse. We're going to be giving it a good clean out and getting it ready for the next grow season. This session's going to take quite a bit of time, so I'm probably going to break it into 2 or 3 different videos, so be sure to check those ones out as well. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in.
All right, here we are, a week later, back up here ready to continue the weed trimming to get to the greenhouse. But when I got up here, I just got back from like a week-long getaway with my family. And so, like I said, we're a week later and I got up here and all the weeds are chopped down. Take a look. So, turns out we did have my wife's uncle staying at our place. While we were gone, he decided to come up here and knock out some of these weeds on his own. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of it and get you guys into that greenhouse so we can start that greenhouse project. Well, you'll see. I'm adding a new garden bed in there and taking out some of my existing racks and stuff like that. So here we are. As you can see, this place gets inundated with weeds, as I've already expressed to you. But anyway, we've made it up to the greenhouse. This is the area I saw that snake. As you can see, I got some openings underneath this thing. It never existed. I think I'm going to build a small retaining wall around it right here. Not really a retaining wall, but a wall. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Here we are. Back to the greenhouse.
And I don't know if any of you noticed, I mentioned we are 1 week later. What I meant by that is simply that we're continuing from the clean out session of the greenhouse that I actually started filming a couple weeks back, but I ran into quite a deterrent, and you can see what that deterrent was in one of my other videos. But yeah, just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. I didn't get very far with the video, didn't complete the clean out nor the video, so we're just going to basically continue from there. All right, let's get back to it.
So, as I was saying at the beginning of this greenhouse video, what I'm going to be doing this year is taking this rack out, the one you see here, getting all these little succulent plants replanted, and then relocated down below. Not really replanted. I'll just put them in larger containers because they're growing. But I need to get those down there, and along with this entire rack. And then once the rack is removed, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build another garden bed, kind of just like this. Not really building, it's just cutting a few pieces of wood and laying some block down. And filling it with soil. So that's about it. Yeah, so let's get started on that. This is little Jordan. He's a little bashful and shedding like crazy right now. But anyway, as you can see, my wife and I got the rack down. Wasn't too difficult. The plants you see there, I had on this table here for a little while. I just moved them over, spared you the boring part of me moving them over. But I gotta go grab some more up there. Let me go do that. I'll show you the final rack, I guess. Meow. All right, another batch. These ones are in pretty good shape. And in case you're wondering, I need to check if the mic is working. How can I tell? Testing. It's working. So, not in case you're wondering if the mic's working. In case you're wondering why I'm moving all these plants down out of the greenhouse onto my patio, is because I need more space in there for growing. It's been way too limited, as you saw. So that's the only reason. And I figure I can maintain these down here a little better than I can up there with the other, with the vegetables and stuff like that. Just makes a little more sense for me. And plus I'm in the process of planting my slope with a lot of these, which you'll see in another video. But so it's just easier for me to take care of them down here than it is up there. So that's pretty much why. But you could see, here's another one that just got overtaken by a giant weed. And these take away growing power from the main plant, So I gotta make sure that they stay clean so they grow nicely. But anyway, continue. This should be the last load, so I'm just gonna leave them in here. Oh, all right. And I got a bunch of cactus thorns in me, so I decided to wear gloves. But now I need to clean these things out and get them on the rack, so bear with me. Bleh. Bear with me. I got some good soil here to transplant these with. Just well draining soil. Well drained soil. Loose soil. For good drainage. Not quite sure where I'm going to put these at. Oh, these will go down here. Just move some of this. This one I'm going to do two things with. All right, as you can see, I got it cleaned up out here. The rack is complete with all its lovely plants. And next thing I'm going to show you is how these little watering systems work. Very simple. Just ran off a standard drip line, but I'll show you the little computer unit that it uses that basically just ties right into where your hose ties into. Here it is here. These units are fantastic, by the way. Highly recommend them. No sponsorship, nothing like that. These are my first videos. I haven't done any of that kind of stuff, but I highly recommend these things. They run off of AA's. They last forever. But I'm just going to go ahead and program a quick 1-minute spray to see if this single nozzle that I have up there will work. So I'm going to go ahead and this is the port here. You can see I have a regular drip line hooked up to it. I can set the time and day and frequency here. So that's 1 right there. So I'll go ahead and choose zone 1. Problem with this nozzle is it sprays in more of like an umbrella configuration, so it's going to come all the way out here. But what's nice is any other plants in the circumference will get watered, so I can set plants out in front of it. There it goes. So that's a little too much, so I'll have to close off the valve just a little bit. But you can see how well they work. And I actually think 1's probably going to be enough for everything. All right, now that the rack is successfully moved down to the bottom, we will head back up and finish that garden bed. Start the garden bed, then finish the garden bed. That's right. We also got to clean it out. Finish cleaning it out. Ton of spiders in there. We saw some big ones. So anyway, let's go.